About a couple days ago, this northeast Indiana, northwest Ohio is still under abnormally dry conditions, but there's even a part of the area from Huntington County through northern Wells, Adams, southern Allen County into portions of northwest Ohio under a moderate drought. This is not necessarily unusual for fall. We're starting to get now into our drier time of year. Technically, it is still summer, but meteorological fall begins September 1st because that's when meteorologists in particular, looking at weather patterns, tend to notice the seasons start to kind of have that early shift. And so entering this drier time of year already under at least partially a moderate drought isn't the best news. And for the year, by the way, we're at 19.45 inches. That's nearly 10 inches below average. So we have a bit of a catching up to do. It's not going to happen likely within the next 7 days, maybe not even in the next 10. Future rainfall looking pretty dry across not just northeast Indiana, northwest Ohio, but pretty much all of Indiana and southeast Michigan into much of Ohio, Kentucky. It isn't until likely after next weekend that we might have a better shot at getting a little bit of rain around here. But the key word here is might. All right, now tonight into tomorrow morning, we've been talking about this for a while, that we're potentially going to be flirting with a record here. The record low for Fort Wayne is 39. We think we're going to at least get to 40, but as you can see in and around Fort Wayne, plenty of mid and upper 30s into Monday morning. This means patchy frost is possible. And I know even saying that, even hearing it seems kind of early, but some of our earlier frosts have happened in early to mid-September, so I guess not unheard of, but this is kind of early. So just keep this in mind. If you have any sensitive plants that need covering, this might be the time to do that. Again, Sunday night, Monday morning. The coldest time period is going to be at around sunrise, but I expect fully that we'll be into the upper 60s by about 11 a.m. or so, and likely into the mid 70s later on in the day. So again, the record 39, set back in the 1980s. We're going to be getting pretty close to that number. Mid 70s by Monday evening, and then after kind of a cool Tuesday morning, not record breaking, we're likely at around 80 degrees once more. Future temperatures show that that's not the end of it either. Wednesday, right around 80. Thursday, Friday, we'll just see a string of 80-degree days. This continues into the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised to see this in one way or another even continue into the following week. I've been mentioning this too, I mentioned it yesterday, that September is showing signs of making a pattern flip, likely through the latter part of the month on the warmer side of things, meaning more 80-degree days are ahead. The jet stream pattern explains why. A dip in the jet stream has kept us kind of cool most of the weekend, but heading into the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time period, we see that ridge of high pressure build, and that's going to bring in, of course, the warmer temperatures, but also the clear, sunny skies. So this is what's expected here through the end of the upcoming work week, Monday through Friday. Temperatures likely into the low to mid 80s toward the middle of the week, end of the week 82 on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, 83 degrees, mostly sunny, 85 on Sunday. And look at those overnight low temperatures. Really hard to argue with that. Into the mid 40s Monday night to Tuesday morning, but then mid 50s likely toward the end of the week. We continue that trend into the upcoming weekend. And as I mentioned, there are some signs this could continue into early next week with no chance of rain looking likely for at least the next 7 days.